Hello everybody, Demon Jester J here with 5+ questions to a mall maker. And my guest is...
GeneralSplatton.
How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. You?
I'm doing great. I got you on my show.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Thank you. You ready for the 5 questions? Well, it's
Yes,
not
I
5
am.
questions anymore, it's 8 questions now, but...
I get to do an improved version.
Yeah, the plus version. Ready?
Yeah.
Alright. First question is, who are you, and please tell us about yourself and your hobby, and also, do you have more than one hobby?
Okay. My name's Phil. I have a YouTube channel, obviously, GeneralSplatton. I have another channel for my commission side that's called Splatton Studios. But I'm basically a collector painter. Don't have the opportunity to do gaming because there's just nobody in my area to game with. Let's see, other hobbies, reading, video games, watching movies, heck, driving. That's it. Running after my kids. That's about it, I guess.
Yeah, alright. Ready for a second question?
Sure.
Alright. Number 2, what got you into your hobby and how long have you been into it?
That's a pretty interesting question. Unusual kind of answer. Well, when I was in high school, I guess I started gaming then, technically, because we played D&D. We played a lot of other role-playing games, Traveler, you name it. We probably had some iteration. We played Risk. We played practically anything we could get our hands on. Then, once I went to college, that pretty much ended. No gaming or any type of thing through college. Then around, we'll say around 88 or so, when I was in school in New Orleans, I happened to go into a game store. I just happened to be connected to the mall there. So I went in there and was just looking around, once being a gamer, building, car models and stuff, plane models as a kid. I went in there, just looking around, see what all they had, and I was looking at D&D stuff and Dragon magazine. Then I come across White Dwarf.
Oh.
This is way back.
This is the good White Dwarf, not the new one.
You're talking, low hundreds, or it might even. I might have saw some issues before 100. I'm not sure. Well, I think it was low hundreds because I think I bought some that day, and I was picking up, just thumbing through, looking at the pictures and the articles and things like that. It's just. You got to remember, this is back in the day when it was all cartoon style. There was no really realistic style, at least in the White Dwarfs. So, but they just looked like, you look at a miniature of an orc, it looked like he was about to walk off the page and smack you upside the head. So,
yeah, I remember.
I was just amazed by that. It was, I was just, miniatures were around when we were doing D&D, and even I had bought an old Grenadier monster set. I think it was their first one. One that had the vampire and the yellow ochre in it. Jedi Jim would get that reference. But anyway, so I had that back in Jedi Jim from YouTube.
Yeah, I've heard of Jedi Jim.
He's a good guy. He's an ancient guy like me. So anyway, that's for us old timers. But anyway, so I had some miniatures and even tried to attempt to paint them with the old Chester's enamel type thing that you've heard so many other people say before, because they were really, as far as I knew, no kind of.
That was the only paint we had.
Yeah, that's what it was. So anyway, never got into. I didn't know anything about Warhammer, 40K, or anything like that until I picked up those White Dwarfs and went thumbing through. And it's just, even though they were cartoon style, I was just amazed at how they looked. And I bought a few and go to other places and get some more if I saw some. But I bought me some miniatures and started painting them. there were some other hobby shops that I could go to, and bought some the old Citadel paints. Were in they're kind of they were in the octagon bottle type thing, or the bottles that look like the P3 bottles.
The good bottles.
Yeah, because Mike they were still there, and I'm almost certain that's why P3 paint pots come in pots, is because they're the old GW paint pots that he grew up there painting with. So, and that's basically how it started, just going into a hobby shop and running across that, and then collecting from there, and then I got out of it for a long time after I got married, and then I've been back in it the last 3 years or so because of the video game Dawn of War. I was looking for other levels to play, and never been on YouTube before then, and after come across some videos, and started seeing, well, they got a lot of people putting hobby stuff on here, miniature stuff on it. That's rekindled my interest in getting all my stuff back out, and starting over.
I know, I can blame YouTube for that same problem.
That was a long-winded kind of answer, but there you go.
There's no long-winded answers. That's your answer. These questions are coming for. All right, ready for number 3?
Yeah.
When and why did you start making YouTube videos, and have you met anyone from YouTube because of it?
Well, it goes back to what I just prefaced with looking for the Dawn of War levels, and then it just happened to have a YouTube reference. I think it was those, the ones that I come across were like video footage of people playing the game. And actually it was Dawn of War 2, I believe. I don't know, either one of them. I've got them both. I'm playing both. But then just because it'd have Blood Angels, I'd see Blood Ravens or something like that, and just saw, other videos I watched for a few, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. This was back in 2009. And just seeing the stuff, and, rekindled my enjoyment and passion for painting miniatures. So I decided to create a channel. And at first it was just commenting. But then I got a webcam that we went through the aggravation with trying to get this set up. Yeah. But started making videos. The very first video was my Lizard Man video. And now I'm up to, on this particular channel, 228 and like 40 something on Splatton Studios. So
that's cool.
It's been a while. It's been 3 years, but I've really enjoyed it. As far as meeting anybody, as far as in person, I've spoken to a lot of people on the phone and Skype. And so I've met them through and had personal conversations with, people all over the world, from Milos, Drink Spirit War, over in Serbia.
Wow.
To, let's see, who else? Talked to some people in England, talked to some people in Texas, California, Wisconsin,
all
Florida.
Over.
Yeah, just all over the place. So I think it's one of the main things that I think is so amazing about YouTube, is that you develop relationships or friendships, at least through some type of media.
Oh, yeah.
Where, they're all over the world. You literally have a global presence, which is just astounding to me.
And now with the thing of Google Plus, we can sit down like me and you are doing this interview.
Yeah.
This video, talk to each other like we're in the same room.
Exactly.
And that's the coolest. That's the coolest thing. Gotta love new technology.
Yeah, I might not ever meet as far as in person with anybody, but it's it's a cool outlet, especially for people like me that are kind of if you want to say it, a store loft or hobby loft that really doesn't have an outlet. You know, hey, I can call up my buddy across town and get a game in, or let's talk, this game or that game or whatever. You know, that it's a good outlet to be able to, hey, talk to somebody about it. Something that you're interested in. So
that's cool.
No.
Do you want to answer the other part of that question? Do you want to answer the next question? I mean,
did I get all of that one?
That was 100%. I think
okay.
you said you said you never met anybody personally, but you've talked to a whole bunch of people.
Yeah. Cool.
You answered that question 100%. You ready for the fourth one?
Yes, let's go.
All right. Number 4. Do you have any tips for anyone new getting into your hobby or making YouTube videos? Or if you want to do both, you can do both.
Oh, gosh. I'm not the guy you want to talk to about YouTube videos as far as content quality. Well, I can talk about content, but as far as quality and graphics and the music sound, I'm not that guy. But as far as just, what they're part about, getting into the hobby and stuff like that, absolutely, bottom line is you got to do something that you enjoy. Don't do it just because it's GW and everybody else is doing it. I mean, if you like GW, hey, great. If you don't, then don't think you got to do anything. The best videos you'll ever make and the best content you'll ever put up is something that you personally enjoy. If you like it, I don't care what it is. It's always going to be better. And if it's just something you're just doing to get views or to get noticed or anything like that, I don't care, production value or anything. It's always going to be better if it's something that you take interest in, that you enjoy, that you have pride in.
Oh, yeah.
It's always going to be the best content you'll ever put out. I don't care if it's not popular or you won't get that many views because GW is king on here. But, if it's something you enjoy, that'll shine through in any kind of video. I don't care what graphics you put with it or what music or anything like that. Those are always going to be the best. And that's what I would say. That's the advice I can give about your YouTube channel. Do what you do. We got a great community, not just miniature painters or war gamers, but I consider, model builders. They're building tanks, they're building planes, they're building Godzilla or whatever.
Yeah.
The garage kit guys that do the real cool looking monster kits. Those guys, you could even throw in some of the railroad guys in there if you wanted to. So
that's where I get most of my thing for making terrain.
Yeah, I mean,
I get all my ideas from terrain.
If you want to learn about terrain, look at the railroad guys. If you want to learn about weathering, look at the tank and plane guys. So there's a lot that you can absorb and learn out there, not just because that guy's painting a troll or some sword guy.
Yep.
So I subscribe to a whole plethora of different people, and they might look at what I do, painting, fantasy or science fiction miniatures, is just weird. But I like their stuff because they're teaching me about weathering or whatever it is that I'm there to find value in. But just be true to yourself. Do what you want to do. I mean, it's a good community. Most people are very accepting. You're going to get the goofball haters out there that are going to sit behind their anonymity and type their little stupid hate-filled message. But then they would, they're certainly too cowardly to say to your face. Mm-hmm. So anonymity definitely breeds courage. But, most people are going to be real supportive, and tell you that. It's going to take some time, but, just put out the videos that you enjoy. Try to get you a halfway decent camera and, to shoot something clear. Put some lighting in there if it's dark. I'm certainly not an expert in any means, but, I can light up an area so I can take a clear video of it. And hopefully one day I'll get one of the better cameras so I can really zoom in and do some other stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, just put out what you enjoy. That'll show, and people will be drawn to it.
I agree with that.
And also, to get your name out there, you know, see some of the new people, just introduce yourself. Send them a PM and talk to them about it. Say, hey, would you look at my site, or you know, I appreciate your work. You know, just start to try to develop some type of relationship with you. So,
all right,
you can get your name out there and get it made and known.
All right. Well, we're hitting the nitty gritty here. Ready for number 5?
Oh yeah.
Number 5. Now this one, a lot of people get. I'm getting mixed. Like, it's a mixed thing with, and this is mostly in the wargaming community.
Mm-hmm.
This question, but it's also hit to some model makers too. So this is a dual question here. And now the question is sometimes everybody calls it a dual sword, a double-edged sword on this question. So be careful. It's like, do you like an airbrush or paintbrush, or do you use both, and why?
Yes, I have both.
You know what I mean? Everybody, when it comes to wargame community, oh, you're not mob. You don't paint just with a brush, and then you got these guys that are paint airbrush only. Yeah. Then you got some people finally found that happy medium to use that tool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do base coating and all that. So, what's your opinion on that?
Well, I've said in several videos, and my philosophy has always been the same thing. If you get great results from spit and spatula, that's what you ought to use. I don't care. You know, that's what always surprises me. It's not my hobby. It's that person's hobby. You know, nobody else has my hobby. It's mine. I can do what I want to with it. The other individual, they can do what they want to. Literally, if they could get great results from a paint adventure using spit and a spatula, I don't care. You know, I was like, hey, teach me that. I'd like to see it.
Same here.
But, you know, I just don't get the argument about, oh, airbrushes is cheating, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you got to have, if you want to do a really high-quality miniature, you've got to have a lot of skill to be able to do it. I don't have that yet. Hopefully one day I can develop that. I have an airbrush. I like using it. It's a great tool. I like using, and mostly what I do is with a regular bristle brush. I like using those. I don't support the idea that airbrush is cheating and you shouldn't use that. Airbrushing is fun. Little I've done of it, but it's cool. I enjoy it. I still got a great deal to learn with it. Yeah,
I won this from Dr. Faust's Paint Clinic.
Wow.
His contest they had for the airbrush. Mm-hmm. It's the Chrome Renegade from Badger.
The black on the bottom of it, but
it's a very nice brush.
They come down a lot in price. I started with one of the cheap Chinese airbrushes, and I still think that's a great way to start out. You can get a setup with all your stuff for way less than $100, and that's a great way to start with. You don't need $100, $200, $300 airbrush or whatever, depending on what brand it is or more
to learn.
Yeah, because it's going to take you a while to learn how to mix paint to use it effectively. So get something cheap that costs you $15, $20. It'll last you a while. And so what if you can't get parts for it? Gosh, I got 2 Winsor Newton paintbrushes that cost that. Winsor Newton Series 7 brushes, depending on what size you get. And you go to a discount store like Blick or something, they're still going to be $7, $8, $9, $10, $12, $14, depending on what size you get. So what's the big deal? You know,
I agree with that.
you know, there's a lot of big names. Oh, you got to get quality, and you go this. No, you don't. I subscribe to some artists on YouTube. Their art medium is spray cans, and they can make some dang fantastic work with spray cans. And the stuff that they use, I mean, just astounding stuff. So you don't even need an airbrush, really. If you got, but
I know some guys
at least in that large a medium, yeah.
I know guys that use spray cans for model race cars, and what they do is they've gotten custom tops that have a narrow spray,
Yeah.
and they got these special tops to do decal work. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
they do that.
Yeah, but you know, it's just so many people. It seems like when they make a comment, say something like that, they're forgetting that you know
The hobby's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, that's yeah. It's not their hobby. It's that person's hobby, and whatever they want to do. I mean, it's cool. It's like when you see people getting or fussing about, well, that's not official GW this or that, or that's not part of the fluff, and that Space Marine shouldn't look this way. Well, you know, first of all, Space Marines really don't exist. We're talking about fictitious stuff here. So, in my world, I can make him look any way I want to when you get right down to it.
If I want him to have a pink bunny head, he can have a pink bunny head.
So, yeah, you know, I don't take it too seriously because, you know, we're talking about imaginary stuff here. So, you know, so it has that segment of it has unbelievability in the sense that, well, first it's not real, so it's, you know, there's unbelief to it. You know, it's just something that we've made up in our heads or we've read.
Just have fun.
Or we painted. Yeah, and it's an imaginary thing. And so, you know, we need to cut, and you don't see this very often, but you just cut people slack. It's their hobby. They get to paint Kador blue if they want to, or the Cricks, they get to be pink if you want them to be that way, or this Space Marine chapter is suddenly purple, you know, whatever. I mean, it's their hobby. They get enjoyment out of it. More power to it. So, you know, we just got to remember that. And just, you know, as far as the airbrush, I just don't buy the argument, don't get the argument. You know, it's just another tool for you to use. If you're a bad airbrush, it'll show. If you're a bad
painter, you're a show.
You know, I mean, if you're great with an airbrush, it'll show. If you're great with a bristle brush, it'll show. So, you know, it's, I always like to say, you know, people say, well, describe yourself. You know, I'm exactly what I want to be as a painter, improving. That's my description of myself.
All right. Ready for number 6?
Yeah.
This one I think you'll like. What was your favorite mini or model to make and paint, and why?
I really don't have a favorite. I had some favorites, I guess, once I got through and that I really enjoyed. I think I did. I know I did a video a year or two back, whatever, about my favorite models and why. But I don't particularly have a favorite model or a favorite brand. You know, I'm not anti-GW in the sense that as far as business practices, but I won't go there. But you know,
I'm talking about something that hits right here.
Yeah, they're producing something cool or whatever. And there's just so many things that are out there that people, you know, need to put aside GW and go and open their eyes to other things. And you can discover some of the smaller miniature houses that just produce some unreal and just phenomenal sculpts out there to paint. I like, as far as things I like painting undead because I think I got an affinity or a knack for it. Because, oh man, your undead looks so cool, or how'd you do that? And I'm like, man, it's just so simple. It's like,
Beige, purple, blue, blood. I think that's the color combination, right? Beige, blue,
right.
purple, blood. Four colors.
But it's just I don't know. You just have some things come easier to you, or for you, and you don't know why. They just do.
Oh yeah.
And I'm having offended to hear that. But I like painting things that. Well, I like to paint quality miniatures for sculpt wise. Not necessarily the most intricate. They've got 10,000 little things on crevices and crooks and crannies you got to get to. I mean, it could be a simple model, but painting things that make me want to paint it. Like I really love models or dioramas that have, or miniatures, figures, whatever, that have humor in them. That's why I just jog my memory. I do have some favorites. I love the old GW orcs from around 1990, where they had the big grins. You always see them smiling or whatever, and they'd be all happy and everything. I love those models.
Or you had the little where you had the little green goblin things, those little ones. They had that look of, we're going to break some stuff, but we're going to have fun at the same time. They look like
I call it the good time orcs. They just. I love those sculpts. They had one where he had the I guess the German hat with a spike on it. Another one looked like he had the Nazi kind of hat. Just hilarious to me. I love those guys. I bought a few off eBay at past times, and I just love that big grin on their faces. But models with humor. Models that just say, hey, you need to paint me, or in my case a lot of times, you need to buy me.
That's
get the painting one of these years, you just need to buy me. So it's just it goes back to what I said about making videos, enjoyment.
All right, ready for number 7?
Yep.
Now, this question is your opinion.
Uh-oh.
Okay. What's your opinion of a model maker to a war gamer? Because I know some model makers that went from being model makers and they went right to playing war games and they don't make models anymore. Mm-hmm. And I know some people that went from the war game aspect went to the model making aspect.
It goes back to other stuff I said. It's you gotta make yourself happy. I mean, it's a hobby. It's not like you're getting paid for it, or this is something that you should be doing because you enjoy doing it. Not because it frustrates you or whatever. If a person looks upon what I do, paint a little 1-inch tall, goofy looking miniature and think, shake their head and that's weird. Whatever. It's not their life, it's mine. If a person only derives enjoyment out of building car models or battleship models or tank models or only painting historical figures, I mean, that's great. If they enjoy it, do it. It's, I don't, my opinion is, their life's going to come to an end one day. Do something that's going to make you happy during it.
All right.
So, I'm a painter collector, really. I collect games too. I'd love to be have the opportunity to game with some folks. But I just don't have that opportunity. But, one of these days I'm going to bust out some of, I have a couple of models, actually. I got a car model and a Wolfman model I need to build. And I'll do that, and hopefully I'll do it well, or at least I'll enjoy it, trying to. So, just do what you enjoy. To heck with anybody else and what they think about what you're doing. I mean, because they're not paying for the stuff and they're not spending the time. So if it makes you happy, that's all that matters.
I agree with that. All right. Now, this is the last question.
Dun, dun, dun.
Who do you think I should ask these questions to next, and why? And if you have a list of people, and I've already interviewed them, I'll say I got that person. I already did the video.
Well, I was thinking of one. I don't know if you've done him yet. Sean, Work Painter Nerd.
Work Painter Nerd? I don't think I got him.
Yeah. I'd like to hear what he came up with. And somebody that just been away for a while that just came back, be interested to hear what he has to say, is Ask Jar out of Australia.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a hold of Ask Jar. Because he's the one who got me addicted to press molds. I seen what he can do with press molds instead of me carving out stuff. I was like,
he is very,
with
very
just
talented.
press molds alone, the guy's a genius.
He is very, very talented.
And I love what he makes. I don't know if he paints them too, because I don't know if he does both.
He paints. I think he mostly just has time just to build some stuff.
I love this Christmas tree stuff and everything. Ask Jar has some awesome stuff with the miniature diorama he put on that small base of the flyer with the orcs that took over the flyer and it crashed into a tree. Yeah. I was like, and that's only on a 40 mil base. It's like this tiny little scene. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I have to.
Work Painter Nerd would be a good one. I like Sean. Sean is extremely, extremely talented.
Right.
He doesn't give himself as much credit as he deserves. He is. That last tank he did is just, wow, it's unbelievable. He used to be in a magazine somewhere. See somebody else. That's all I can think of at the moment. All
right. I'll ask both of them. I'll even say you sent me.
Yeah. Especially tell Sean. GeneralSplatton, putting you on the spot, calling you out, baby.
All right. Well, now this is what I call shameless plug time. Plug your friends, plug your channel, plug your Facebook, plug anything. Have a blast.
I don't have a Facebook channel. I'm not even signed up to Facebook. I just do not see the appeal of somebody saying, "Ooh, went to the dentist today," or "Ooh, got to go pick up the kids from school." I'm like, I don't care.
Well, it's out there, so we have to say it. So
yeah, my wife is into Facebook big time, and I'm like,
so is mine.
I like YouTube. I guess I like it so much because it's like TV. I just got the channel GeneralSplatton. Then I also have a studio channel, Splatton Studios. Other than that, you don't see me anywhere else in Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or Lord knows what else is out there. That's just me. So come on by and take a look. Hope you find something that you like.
Well, that's the show. Thank you for being on it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
And like I said to everybody, keep the blade sharp and please make sure the hobby's fun. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you later.